Peru. It's been a long time since I stood here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, the final episode of Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. No, thank you. Get out of it. Yeah, that's it. Run away. Good job. So, last time we actually finished the official game. Here we are now in the bonus level. We have been able to play this level at pretty much any point we choose by purchasing it from the store between levels. However, I thought we'd probably better off save it until the very end, just as a nice little finisher to the series. This level is set in Peru, right next to the temple from Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And, well, let's just say we will be revisiting some old locales. Let's just put it that way. We also have a particularly distinct advantage. Now we are playing this level at the end of the game, and that is that we have had our ammunition for all of our guns pretty much maxed out, so we should be absolutely fine. I think we're also solid for health kits as well, which is wonderful, and we've got the tool from beyond, which actually has no use for us now. One raft, one repair kit. And that's pretty much it. We're going to go on a little riverside adventure. It's been a while since we've been sailing, which is, well, probably for the best, because I'm not very good at it. So that's a bit unfortunate, but fortunately, to counteract that unfortunateness, one, the rapids aren't as rough as they were in the Tian Shan mountain range, and two, it's only a short rafting section. It's not that bad. There's another reason why we've saved this level until the very end, and that is because it's pretty much a grand tour of all of the skills and things that we have learned and done over the course of this adventure. So it's a nice little drawing together of elements at the very end of the game. Now, as with a fair few of the other levels, I am not intimately familiar with this one, so we may miss some stuff. I shall do my best to get everything covered. However, just bear that in mind. How is everyone? Hope everyone is all doing good. We're gonna keep things nice and informal here. I do hope everyone is all right. This will make it. Oh no, this may take a couple of goes. We should probably save at the top next time. This is quite possibly going to be the final episode of Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. I don't think this level's particularly long, so it shouldn't take us multi-episodes to beat this, which means that, well, after this video's uploaded, that concludes this series, and we're going to need to find another one to play through. And I have absolutely no ideas at this stage. Good job, Indy. A little save game goes a long way. More medicinal herbs. We're not really going to need them, I don't think. If I need to go through all of the medicinal herbs I have been given for completing the game, then I'm playing phenomenally badly. Which probably wouldn't be the first time, of course, but never mind. Yeah, so I don't really have much of a idea. I've got plenty of games in my game libraries that we could probably have a go at. I don't know. We shall see. There's plenty going on. I'm thinking of maybe something. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it as a mystery. Let's leave it as a mystery. You can await next week. Wait for next week. Be surprised. The surprise is often better than just being told outright. That's why magic is so interesting and so fun to watch. It's the mystery. It's not how it's done. It's the mystery of how it was done. No one ever finds out how a magic trick's done and is more impressed by it. Oh, come on. As soon as you find out how the magic trick's done, the magic's gone. All of the mystery and all of the fun is contained within the... How did he do that? Now, I may have gotten my facts slightly wrong. It probably wasn't that first entrance we was at that you would recognise. It's probably this location that would seem a little bit more familiar to you. I think it seems a bit more familiar to Indy as well. I thought he had something to say at this point, but apparently he doesn't. That is the entrance to the tomb from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Where we were is, that'll become clear later on in the level. We can't go that way, which means that we've got to go this way. No, we have two directions that we could travel in here. And that's a waterfall by the end of there, which implies that that's going to be a point of no return. So, let's have a little look-see through here first. Excuse me, Piranha. We have unfinished business. Thank you. Little bit of a nip there. I'm not entirely sure I was justified in getting both of those nips, but that's the way it's happened, and that's the way we're going to have to deal with things. There's an opening up there, and it looks like there is something up here too. Not quite what I had anticipated by something, but nevertheless, I wasn't wrong. Piranha. 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 Thank you. Now, nothing in here, so I'm going to presume that if we do something wrong, we will fall into this part. So the only way for us to go is going to be up here. This looks like progress into a bit more of the level. Not the actual way to go, though, I don't think. Like I say, I think that's the way that the waterfall is. What have you got for me in here? Right, yes, that's the pool that we were just in. Lay-upsy daisy. Wonderful. Oh, I wouldn't have the strength for all this. It's a good job I never planned on being an adventurer. I would just not be able to deal with this. I've not got the upper body strength at all. I can't have my eyes open underwater. And yet that's something that all action heroes seem to be able to do quite well. And I just makes my eyes hurt a lot. I don't think I'd be able to do it. And especially with like salt water as well. Like, that must sting like nobody's business. Right, okay, so that leads us up here where I'm staring out over a waterfall. Is there a reason for this? Maybe I can't lower myself down. So I am tray confused. Doesn't seem to be any reason for that to lead up there other than just decorative, I guess. Let's try and go over here and see if this leads to anything. Gotta save though, so we don't have to faff around with all this again. Yes, we can overwrite that first save. Oh, he's done it. Good job, Indy. Good job indeed. Now up here is presumably where we would need to go for some secrets. Some treasure, something bounty. Yes, a blue gem. Look at that. We'll have that. Thank you. Half expecting some sort of booby trap to have been triggered from that, but we seem to be safe, which is perfect. And now we can continue on our way. Let's go down that waterfall. The point of no return. We're approaching the middle of November now. Oh yeah, that was a definite point of no return. Straight into a piranha's jaw, pretty much. Yeah, we're approaching mid-November now, so that means that things are getting very, very cold. Well, not very cold. I spent time in Canada in December, so that was cold. But we are getting colder, so to speak. Temperatures are floating around in the single figures at the moment, which is very chilly. Look at that bubble just in the corner there. Oh, hi, it's a dragon that I do not really want to take out with a machete. Let's get a good gun like that. And now we've got tons of ammo for it. There is absolutely no reason to not use it. This dragon's had a massive feast. Just piles of bones everywhere there. Good, that's that done. Let's follow the left-hand wall. That is the rule for getting through mazes nice and safe. I'm thinking that's where we need to go. What have I got up here? nothing that I can interact with at the time being. Can't climb out through there. That leads back through to there. And then that leads back through to there. And then this tunnel leads back through to the room we were in with the waterfall. Okay, good. So that's everything done through there. I am just going to snake through these bits and pieces though, just to make sure we catch everything. And I think we have. So let's have a little look through here. And this looks like the way forward. There's nothing on the bottom here. It's kind of hard to see. Is that something I can cut through? Or is that just stone? I can cut through that. Oh, that's very difficult to see. Okay. And then it looks like I can climb out through there. Okay, let's have a look down the difficult to see tunnel. And right, I can't appear to climb out from here. Can I climb out from here instead? Yes, okay. And actually now we're here, this looks like somewhere that I think this is somewhere that we actually need to be. This isn't very secret at all. So we push this into the gap right there, which blocks that off and causes an almighty flood. I'm wondering if I've just made things difficult for myself. This is actually the way we're supposed to go. So, oh, you can't get back up through there? Okay, well, I'm going to assume that we've missed out on some treasure. Dang it. Okay, we've got a little alcove here. That's okay though, there's some treasure in here instead. We'll go with that. Fine and dandy. And anything further up? Not looking very much like it. However, y'all may have noticed something. Something familiar to those who have seen the movie. There's a branch. And there's a light. I think we can go this way first. Let's go this way first. Let's go and, as they say, let's go and move towards the light.
This trap looks familiar. Poor old Forrestal.
Yes, it does look familiar, doesn't it? You may remember from Raiders of the Lost Ark what happens when you step into the light of these traps. What a film. Raiders of the Lost Ark is probably my second favourite Indiana Jones film. I must confess I'm a big lover of the Temple of Doom. The Temple of Doom is my favourite Indiana Jones film. Raiders of the Lost Ark comes second. Then The Last Crusade comes third. And of course Crystal Skull comes fourth because that one was just trash. Oh, there's another spider under there. Plenty of spiders in this corridor. I think this is the boulder chase scene from the first movie, isn't it? The boulder would come running down there, and then this boulder right here, I think, marks the entrance that we saw from the first film. Okay, we can't get that one because of the ceiling. Maybe if we step back a bit. Oh, he ain't having it, is he? Okay, fine. You know what? We're going to use a satchel charge for the second time in this playthrough to try and take out that spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and a 9th! You little creep. Oh, there's 2 more too. Oh my god, they are everywhere. Oh. Oh, man. Eek. Not nice. Hopefully that satchel charge took care of the one in here. Yeah, he looks pretty dead. Good. And in here is a key. With some description.
Strange key.
Cool. Nothing else to do in here. So now we can make our way back. I think the idea is you're supposed to go in there, grab the key and be like, oh, interesting. And then when you come back, you've just got 11 spiders to take care of. Plus 3, 4 more. Good gravy. Okay, let's just keep out of here. We ain't going to bother about going back there. That's too many spiders right there. Far too many. We're now going to head in this woods direction for another familiar scene. Look at this. Nice bit of artwork. But also, look at this. The iconic scene from the first movie. There was a statue there. And, of course, the trapped floor. We need to be very careful of. Because it is very, very dangerous. Obviously, in the movie, Indy was very, very careful. And on the way out, he was not, but managed to dodge all the darts. We're not so good. Oh! It got me, despite the fact that I was not touching anything. Fair enough. Oh, and that one too. Oof. Okay, we've suffered a bit here. Oop, don't want to be back here just yet, though. It's a little bit of exploration. I want to get up to the altar.
I had that idol in my hand.
Indy cursing the very day that he lost that idol so carelessly. Let's go for the herbs. We can climb up onto the altar here. And have a little look-see over here. Obviously now the temple has collapsed. It's kind of taken on a new look, which is very interesting. It allows access to areas that, well, we didn't know about in the first film. We put the key in here. And that retracts a floor. Also appears to be doing something else. Now, I think that's part of the progression of the level. Actually, no, I think we do need to go this way first of all. Let's get our guns out. I'm sure there are critters. It's a dark tunnel. There's got to be something going on down here. Now, obviously, there's no ergonable walls that we need to keep track of because... scorpions. And like a little millipede-y thing there. Never seen that before. What's he aiming at now? Oh, more scorpions and bugs. Okay. Fair dues. Yes, so... What was I saying? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, there's no ergonable walls or anything like that because obviously we do not have any of the machine parts, and because you can play the level at any time, there is no guarantee that you will have a specific machine part to solve a specific puzzle. So there is nothing in this level that requires the use of any of the machine parts. Obviously, Tacklet's part could be quite useful in certain circumstances for turning invisible to hide away from certain critters and things like that, but that would be the only machine part that would have had any use in this level, and even then its use would have been fairly limited, so we don't need to worry about searching for ergonable walls or jewels of heaven to be able to levitate with Azarim's part, because simply put, there's no guarantee that we would have those machine parts to use. Now, where's the whippable object above us? I know there is one. Indy, latch on. There we are, thank you. Ascend, my mighty warrior, to the greatest heights that this room shall allow, obviously. Just going to light the torch here. Kapow! Good. Now, I'm just going to jump over to here because there's a bamboo rod right there, and we need that. But actually, in order to save us doing the climb again, let's check out the top section first, because then we can lower ourselves down to get that bamboo pole. Or is this the level as well?
Whoops.
Oh. Uh-oh.
That looks a little too dangerous, even for me.
A little too dangerous. You're right about that, Indy. You're right about that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have just a little smidgen of fun.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
What the hell is this end screen? Look at this. Oh, I love how he trod on the pressure plate, got flattened, and then was like, I'm not sure this is a good idea. And it was at that moment Indy knew he'd messed up. Onwards we go. Oh.
I need to find a better spot.
He says that time. Ha! Okay. I'm not sure if I had a dodgy jump or if there is actually nothing we can do at this stage. There's nothing to whip onto here, so I think it was just something we can't do. Yeah, we can't do this yet. Fine.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Okay, fine. We don't go that way just yet. Let's go and grab the bamboo pole and continue onwards the other way then. We'll come back to this section, I presume. Can I just let myself down like that?
Aha.
We'll grab the stake.
This might be important.
It is important. We're now gonna take this back to wherever we have to go to get up. Right here. Up you go. Thank you. And once more. That'll do. No shimmying. Shimmying takes a while. And we pop the rod through here.
Well, that ought to do it.
That ought to do it, and it does do it indeed. We return to the trophy room where we got the idol and just roll over all the rubble down to here. Because through here is where that spike protruded through to. And that will enable us to cross a gap, I think. Or not cross a gap, but ascend. Onwards, upwards, forever forwards. We do get a fanfare for that, though. That's unusual. That's the first fanfare I think we've had for a vertical whipping like that. Still, never mind. I shall take it. I shall take it indeed. Up here now? Oh. Now then. You know me. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, good. And I'm going to assume that they're all like this. Ooh, close. And... oh, this one is different, though. Okay, well, let's see what this one's like. Oh. Is this where I was supposed to go? This may be where I was supposed to... oh, no, because there's another way up there. Okay, well, let's have a look down here. Oh, I hear snakes. Okay, there's one. Oh, there's more. Okay. Fine.
Look what I found.
A medical kit.
First aid.
A long fall. More snakes. One there. One escaping from the wall. There's a second one there. We'll deal with him in a little while. There's a way up just there as well. There's more going to be coming through there. Okay, let's go up here then. We'll ignore the snakes for now. We'll give them a chance to escape and do what they want to do. We'll just ascend the walls here. Oh, was that the way I was supposed... was this the way I was supposed to go then? Ooh, there's a green gem over there. Maybe this was the way I was supposed to go then, through the through that trapped bit of floor. Then I thought that this would lead to a secret, whereas actually it's leading to progress. Oh my goodness me! How many? Still more. Infinitely spawning waves of snakes, it seems. That's a lot of sibilants also. Okay, well let's try up here then. Anything for us? Yeah, it does go higher. I didn't plan on this episode being a two-parter, but maybe it will be. Keep on getting sidetracked. Going back on ourselves. And this just leads to an observation room. Oh, after all that, pointless. Oh, unless this is a thing. Oh, we'll light that. Hey! Wah, 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 wah. Fantastic. Now let's just get out of here and actually progress in the way we are supposed to. Past the hordes of snakes. I wasn't expecting them all to be back out here, but here they are. This is it's just an infinite spawning wave of snakes, I think. It's a good job. Good job they maxed out our ammunition for everything again. That's very much a helping hand that is totally appreciated. Over we go, Indy. Oh, no fanfare. Okay, how do we get over to the green gem? We gotta go a long way round. Okay, well fine. Let's just begin the process now. It's a wall climbing puzzle, ladies and gentlemen. We've not had a wall climbing puzzle for some time. So this seems to be the time to do it. It looks like I've got a boulder that I can push and pull here. So I think we need to maneuver this over this way a smidge, which will then enable us to lower ourselves down and climb up the other side. Not only is this a climbing puzzle, it's a climbing puzzle with push block elements, which makes it a little bit more drawn out. Okay, if we follow the ladder, will that enable us to... That looks like it'll enable us to get to the green gem, which is what we are after. At the moment, we are just playing for points. Obviously, when we beat this level, there will be no need to go to the trading post to get ourselves any supplies, because we won't be going on any more adventures in this video game afterwards. The only reason really there are still treasures within this level is because, as I've said, you may want to play this level halfway through the campaign if you buy the secret map from the trader's outpost. So it gives you some treasures within the level that will allow you to then purchase the supplies you've spent in this level back from the shop. Just hammer them, Indy. Just keep firing the gun as you walk through. You'll either shoot them or scare them off. They're only animals. They're scared of loud noises. As are humans, of course. I remember hearing once that basically, from a psychological point of view, humans are born with two phobias. Everything else is learned from environment, stimulus, parents, whatever you want to call it. So the only two fears that humans are naturally born with are the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. That is it. Obviously, you can kind of presumably train yourself to not be scared of those things, but those are the two things that all humans are naturally born with. Anything else you may be scared of, That was learned, my friend. You were taught to be scared of that. Or you learned to be scared of that. Somehow, through some way, shape or form, some higher power, you were born... No! Why did he just walk off the edge? Well, Indy wasn't scared of falling. Alright. Let's try and do better this time. Let's save, first of all. Very important. And now where do I need to go? Do I need to go over to the slope and then... I mean, I don't think so, because otherwise there wouldn't be this sort of ledge right here to shimmy across. So I'm thinking we're going to need to go over here. Ugh! Good job, Indy. That is not a drop I would like to make again. Whew. Alright. Upsy daisy. Okay. Now where are we? Oh, I see. I think I know what it wants me to do now. We need to slide down here and go for that archway underneath. Okay, well... Wish me luck. Let's try this. Not what I wanted. But, actually, kind of what I wanted, because now we can line ourselves up nicely. So if we go from here instead... This should... Yeah! Be perfect. And we're now... Now we're above well, not above the boulder, but above there. Right. Now... I seem to remember something about whipping the boulder, but apparently not currently. Okay. Let's get into the alcove here. Ah.
Thing looks flippable.
Need to whip this. Okay, so that's that done. That is now safe and orderly. Now then, I am going to put a separate save here as Peru 5 because I believe that there is a super secret hidden up there which we need to do everything we have just done again to get up to. So I'm going to do that once I have finished the playthrough, because there's no reason to see all of that again. So we'll take care of that another time. So we've got to go back through here. This is the one where we found the bamboo spike, you remember? We've got to go through and do everything from that point onwards all over again. So I'll do that as a separate thing at the end. We'll just carry on with the level for now, because it's time for some progress. I'm running out of time. I've got to go to work soon. I spent all morning sleeping, which is unusual for me. So I've still got to finish up this, have lunch, get ready for work and all that sort of thing. Anyway, let's press onwards. So we tread on this, nothing happens. But from this point onwards, it's a race against time. Did I win? Did I win the race against time? Not really. Okay, let's try and do the same but better. Okay, so it is kind of a race against time. I thought it started immediately there, but it doesn't. Okay, so each one of these we move on to, the wall begins to slide out to push us out of the way, which we do not want. Look at that. Expertly done, other than that first one. If we ignore that first one, then it was expertly done. And then we just need to climb up the walls that have now presented themselves to us, which is very, very handy indeed. Now, is this a secret or is this the level? Tough to tell. I think it's a secret. It is! Thank you, silver bar. Now, what's down here? Just death, destruction, dismay, and dismemberment, I presume? Or a combination of those? Maybe all of those, maybe none of those. It's just a long drop that I don't really want to go and investigate, because I've had a few of those in this level already, and I'm not too keen to experience many more. Up this way. Continue our ascent. And the last jump. Perfect. Good. That's the way I like it. And we tread on that. It resets the puzzle. Should we want to do it again for some reason? I saw that. There was a ledge underneath the ledge that we was on to first. Okay. I need to have another look at that now. If I lower myself down... Oh, there's a bridge. Oh, not a bridge, but a ladder. Interesting. So if I lower myself down here... Because I saw that in the cutscene, and then down here... What is this about? A ladder. Another one? Okay, where does this one go? Ah, a silver bar. Fantastic. And then we can climb up here. And drop down here, presumably, hopefully leading us back to where we were. Hey! Oh, that leads us back to the start. Okay, let's make this quick. No! You know what? If I wasn't pressed for time, I'd go and do it. But I am, so I'm not gonna. We need to get this level done now. And could it be?
Another idol. Well, Belloc won't get this one. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. Still, what are the odds that this one's trapped as well? I mean, pretty unlikely, surely.
Oh, great.
Oh, we know what that means. Leg it! Ugh. Okay, you can't roll under there, that's fine. Okay, let's just go for it. Peg it. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe we don't need to peg it then. But... oh, there goes all of that. That's danger. Now we need to peg it. Oh! No, we don't. Okay. Maybe we don't need to immediately peg it. Okay, let's be a bit more reserved in our judgment this time.
Well, Belloc won't get this one.
Okay. This time we're going to take the idol and we're going to think about things a little bit more carefully. So we go through the door, wait for the floor to fall away. Just like that. Okay, so this time we're not gonna run that fast. So we come over there, the boulder begins to run. Let's come back here. Stand here, wait for the boulder to roll upwards. Which it does so very graciously. Now we need to leg it. Come on, Indy. He slides down. We need the whip. Get the whip out. Come on, there's no time. And then we need to keep it out to get up here. There's no time. There's not enough time. Come on, Indy. He's safe. And the boulder just...
I still can't speak Ovidos, but this time I guess it won't matter.
Oh, just one more glitch to see us out. Ah, fantastic. Right, well, other than the search for the secret area, that concludes Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I sure as hell have. It's an absolutely great game that I don't think I fully appreciated when I played it as a kid. I definitely didn't, because I was a kid and didn't really have the ability to appreciate video games in the way I do now. I'd also not seen the Indiana Jones films when I first played through these games, so they didn't really mean much to me. But having seen the Indiana Jones films now, I get the game a lot more. Don't get me wrong, you know, the game does have its flaws. It's obviously not aged very well. It's an old game. It was, whatever it was, mid to late 90s, and we're now nearly in 2020, so this game is at least 20 years old now. It hasn't aged terribly well. The graphics are a little bit dated. The controls are not very good. But in terms of the game and how fun it is to play, it is fantastic. The level design is sensational. Like I've made clear throughout this series, some of the levels are my absolute favourites in all of gaming. I don't think it's an understatement for me to say. That level in King Solomon's Mines is one of my absolute favourite video game levels of all time. And the way that the puzzles are designed, this was a very good rival. I think this is fair to say. I think it was a very good rival for the Tomb Raider games that were also phenomenally popular at the time. You know, you had such amazing classics as Tomb Raider 2 and Tomb Raider 3, both some of the best Tomb Raider games, in my opinion, and I think in a collective opinion as well. Little cute whip. And I think that this was a very, very suitable rival to those. I certainly do. Anyway, that's gonna conclude the main game. I think I've offered up my my opinion suitably well. Do you know what? We're going to call this video here, and the next video will just be a quick bonus to show off that secret area. So thank you very much for watching this, the final true episode of Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Join me next time for the little secret bonus. I will see you next time. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.